Hi, so I want to present to you a simple speed painting that I made a few weeks ago. So this is a part of my art series in Twitter, the last one specifically titled Acceptance. So I'm not going to be talking about this piece, but rather more in the process of making it. So here I am starting with the sketches and the values and determining whether the parts of the foreground and the background should be darker or lower. In this case, I chose that the foreground is of the darkest value, and the midground and the background are the ones shined by the sun. As you can see, I'm really struggling with drawing mecha as I challenge myself to try to actually draw one. And in this case, I haven't actually used my main workflow yet, as this was my second painting in Krita ever. So I tried to I'm still making my way out of it and trying to guess a little bit more about the textures that I love. So as you can see, my favorite thing in life has always been textures, here, mushroom here and there. So one of the tips that I can give you here is that in order to make the form of the shape and the structure of it, you must determine how the values of the different levels intertwine with each other. Strong reflective lights mean sharp edges between the light and the dark colors. Meanwhile, soft objects like clothes or skin doesn't really have a much reflective surface and more of a softer feeling to it. So here I am drawing grass. I actually kind of don't like how I draw grass in here. There are so many textures that I could play with. Oh well, I guess it's first times really don't start that good. So here I actually found my good workflow here. I put the line art and the coloring together, and then I just painted over it. That has been my workflow ever since, because it mixes up a bit of a line art and a bit of a coloring, which is a style that I really admire and want to improve on. So here we have the robot getting its form, and we're now drawing a hand. This hand particularly strikes me a little sad, you know. I'm glad that I make it kind of dead, because it is dead. And then here I am making some trees and rendering the faces of the robot. I'm actually happy that I drew this robot because it felt like a challenge for me, because last time I was almost commissioned by someone, but I didn't have any examples of mecha. So I planned that if I am going to draw for myself, I want to draw mecha. So here I am drawing a mecha in my own personal time. And now we're in the coloring stage. I actually am so lazy to just overlay the hell out of it. I still don't know what mass means at this time. So yeah, you can see I'm struggling with colors yet. I wanted it to be warm, but now that I'm looking back at it, it's way too warm. I'm having so much problems with it, but it's okay. It's looking pretty good as of now, you know. Look at that gold robot. I originally planned it to be white, but gold sounds much better. And then side renders, little twitchy here and there. And I think it does turn out nice. We're actually done. I'm glad you like it. I enjoyed it as much too.